Welcome to another edition of Fed Pilot, the podcast, the videos, it's all on social media. You can find it wherever you want to. Now, today we're going to talk about the mutual fund window. In our workshops, I explain what the mutual fund window is, how it works, the real basics, but there are fees associated with it. And a lot of people come away thinking, oh, you know what, I shouldn't do it because there are extra fees. And honestly, the fees can be quite large. It can be quite expensive. However, I'm always careful to say, hey, I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. Just understand the consequences of it, the impact that it has on you. And if it makes sense, do it. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. But you have to make sure that whatever you do makes sense for you in particular. Now, one of the things that I do is a bi-weekly newsletter. I send it out, and I talked about some of the stats of mutual funds, which is that only 3,500 people have money in the mutual funds. Now, the government spent, I think it was 13 years and millions of dollars to get the mutual fund up and running, and only 3,500 people are taking advantage of it. Out of 6.7 million TSP accounts, that's 0.05%, which is not a lot at all. And so why do only that few of people, of federal employees, why are that few using the mutual fund window? Why not more? Or is it the opposite of why is it that many and it even shouldn't even be 3,500? I don't know. Can it be more expensive? Absolutely it can. And actually, yes, it is, period. It is just more expensive, but there are reasons why you may want to. When I sent some stats out in a newsletter, one person wrote back, and I want to thank Chris for this. Chris, thank you. He wrote back saying, hey, this is why I actually do it, why I do the mutual fund window. So let's look at some of his reasons. He says, I have no money in outside accounts. So he doesn't put anything else in it like an IRA or, there's not another 401k. He has the TSP. So the only way for me to invest in something other than the GFC S&I is to use the mutual fund window. So I use it to put a small amount into precious metals and energy and inflation protected securities. Think about that. He puts it into precious metal, energy, which obviously is doing pretty well, right? The inflation on energy overall has gone way up, so maybe that might be a good idea. And inflation protected securities. Great. Reason number 2, he says, when it looked like there might be a free fall, when the market was going to go free fall, the mutual fund window gave me access to bet against the S&P 500. So when the S&P 500 looked like it was going to go, whew, you can actually bet against it and win when it goes down. Can you really? Well, interesting, isn't it? Okay, next. He says, number 3, if you are a buy and hold C fund advocate, it appears to actually be more efficient to use the mutual fund window to purchase Schwab S&P 500 index, which has a lower expense ratio, 0.02, he says, than the C fund, which is 0.059, and it provides dividends, and you can reinvest those. Yes, you have to pay an annual fee, $150 a year, and the first transaction fee of about $30, it's $28.75. But I think if you were putting a significant amount in there, let's say $50,000, he says, your outcome would be better than buy and hold with the same amount in the C fund. Now, I have not verified these numbers. I have not gone in and said, okay, is that exactly right? But my point is that I want you to understand that there are options out there, that there's more than just the GFC S&I and the 5,000 mutual funds. And if you get scared off of the fees from that, and you say, whoa, I don't want to do that because of big fee or low fees. Well, there are some other things that you can do that the GFC S&I just won't let you do. So maybe it's actually a good idea to do the mutual fund window. Again, I'm not going to say yes, yay or nay, right, to either side, but at least look into it and see if it's right for you. So I hope that helps with some reasons of why you may or may not want to use the mutual fund window. Chris, thank you very much. I appreciate you emailing me back and giving me your perspective on why you use it, why you are one of the 3,500 people that use it. All right, come to one of our workshops, learn even more than this, and just get edumacated as quickly as you can. Talk to you next time.